And welcome back to Ohio River History. Today, my patience finally came to an end last week, and I finally received my Legend from Nokta Makro, my Pro Pack. I just got it in. I definitely take an amateur to intermediate stance on this stuff. So today we're gonna go through and we're gonna do the unboxing. We're gonna see what's all here, and we're gonna put it together. And that's gonna start right now. All right, I'm back, and here we go. We got the box here. I haven't opened anything yet. That's why I got the box cutter here to get her open. I want you to see what my first initial thought process is when I see something. That's why I try to make this a lot of fun. So here we go. We're gonna get this thing popped out here, and we're gonna look at the box. Nokta Makro Legend. So let me start out by saying that this will be my detector for the year, at least this year. I am a huge Nokta Makro fan. I started out with the Impact when it first came out. I was on a pre-order for that. I absolutely loved it. A lot of people don't like a lot of the Nokta Makro machines because of how chatty they can be, but once you learn how to use them, you can quiet them down to your liking, and you can still dig the deep signals. So I've always been a fan. Not that I dislike any other machine. I've had a blast with the Mind Lab equipment, and I had a blast last year with the Tersace. But I'm so excited. This is the one that I've been waiting for since the Equinox came out, because I knew that Nokta Makro would come out with that. Let's get the top of this box popped open here. Oh shoot, maybe I should lay it down. All right, first thing that comes out of the box is the headphone spec sheet. Nokta Makro headphones are notoriously easy to pair. There's on occasion when the battery gets extremely dead that they will unpair. I'm gonna set all my paperwork together right here. Also, they send a code of ethics form in here about do not enter private property without owner's permission, all the stuff that we all know that we're supposed to do. We need to make sure that we do it, and thankfully they send us that with it. Next page is the user manual. I will be going through this once we get done here so that I can get a basic understanding of all the settings, how they're supposed to work before I set the machine up for myself. So very important that you read the user's manual and refer to it with any problems that you might have. I still carry my Impact user's manual with me everywhere I go. Got me a new Nokta Makro hat. It says the Legend on it from Nokta Makro. Now my understanding is that it's basically the same frame as the Simplex, which is super light and super easy to handle. It's very ergonomic if you have those type of problems. So with that being said, next piece out of the box is the bottom shaft. These shafts have snap locks that lock in and out to extend it. They are very lightweight and very easy to manage. Set that right there for a second. External battery pack. Inside the leather pouch is the new headphones. I believe there's your charging cable. Man, they're soft. They seem really nice, and they're definitely comfortable. We'll set them aside. We'll worry about headphone pairing later. That'll be in probably the next video. Okay, working on the next part here. They got everything kind of wound into this cardboard. There goes my shaft and my batteries. Coil securing with an extra one for your other coil, a charging cable, and the strap for the handle. The rig comes strapped in. Hopefully I'm smart enough to get it out. By golly. There it is, lightweight. First thing I want to feel, I like the grip, and there's the handle. That's really nice. Also note, there's another cam lock right there for your shaft, easily to put together. Nokta Makro Legend. Last but not least in the Pro Pack, your 11-inch double D coil with coil cover already installed on it. I've not had any issue out of a Nokta Makro coil. The plugins are nice. This is a sturdy coil. It feels like it better do its job. I'm gonna set it down here for just a second. And we're gonna get to, last but not least, the main reason for anyone buying the Pro Pack is that if you hunt in trashy areas, you definitely want the smaller coil. And this is a 6-inch round. They are very effective at searching in parks and areas where you don't need the major depth and you've got a lot of trashy signals in between. So that was the main reason for the Pro Pack for me. The extra battery is nice. There you have it, everything is unboxed. I am going to hit the pause button here. I'm gonna set everything down and I will be back and we will get to doing the assembly. All right, welcome back. That was quick. Assembly should be super simple for this. Let's go ahead and let's get the coil attached to the base shaft. So we're gonna open up our little bag of goodies here and we're gonna pull out one pin. It's got one nut and it's got 2 rubber washers on it. Take the nut off and I will learn really fast whether or not I'm right or wrong about this, but take the first rubber grommet and insert it into the shaft end. It should fit in right and nice and snug and fit right in there. Take the other rubber grommet, go to the other side and do the same. So the cam lock goes on the bottom of the coil, like so. You get your shaft in there, it should be very tight to slide in between. You have to force it just a little. You wanna bring your cam lock up just a little bit, and then you wanna line up your holes, and then stick your screw through. Like so. Go back, get your nut, and tighten it up. I don't want my coil to flop, but I do want my coil to be able to, I can move it because I like to change the angle of it sometimes. And that is a little tight to start with, that's fine. All right, said coil is installed. There has been some discussion about which way you wrap it. When you wrap your cord up, for some reason on this one, I feel like I want to go over the top because the cam lock's down below and I don't want to take a chance of pinching it. So we're gonna go that way. Let's install the rig onto here and we'll get it locked down. Also, once you get in your position, get it in there and lock it up. This is not gonna be we'll set my final position here in just a second. Other than wrapping and connecting the cord, it's assembled, minus your battery pack. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna go ahead and set it up for me. All right, so I'm gonna lower this shaft down here, get it to where I want it. Got it right there. Okay, so I've got it locked where I want it. Now I'm going to undo the cording here. And of course it doesn't come right untangled, but that's okay. The other reason why I feel like going over the top is best is because it's the angle that it comes out of the top of here. It looks like it's just naturally made to there. If you bend it down to go under, it might cause it some problems. So I'm gonna go ahead, set my coil down on the ground, and I'm going to wrap her up. And it's got the little 5-pin connector. Just spin it around till you find out where it locks in. We'll do that again. It has the little 5-pin connector, so you spin it around till you find out where it locks in, then you push it up, and then you just tighten the nut. All right, so that completes the basic assembly. Let's set it down and get the battery pack out. Been waiting for a long time for this, and we'll sit down and do another video probably today. Okay, the battery packs are out. There is a statement inside here. When the external battery is removed for charging and inserted back into its housing, you must pay close attention to the washer shown down here. So it's got a tab with it in the picture for water tightness. You must insert the battery after all kinds of foreign substances such as soil, sand, mud, etc. are completely cleaned off. Otherwise, you may cause water leakage to your battery. Pay close attention to this warning about your battery. It tells you how you're going to have to go about maintaining your machine for proper and optimal use for your battery and protection so that you don't wear it out. So what it was meaning when we read that piece of paper is that you have the external, actually this is the second battery. It has an internal battery, and what it was talking about was this gasket right around the edge here. So that's the one you want to be careful of when you're waterproofing and you want to use it. So when you plug it in, make sure you snap that in. You will hear the air pop out of it, and then spin the lock over tight like that. Then set battery. So then the battery slides through the end plate here and comes down to there, and where there is a locking mechanism and a screw hole in here for this to screw into so that you secure it. tighten that in as such to secure the battery, and then you bring your cord up and tie it in to the other side of the detector. And it has the same 5-pin connection, which you just kind of spin around until you find the groove. Once you get it locked in, tighten it up. Always make sure you tighten these connections snug. Don't over tighten them. You should be finger tight, should be best, but make sure they are in there good. And voila, external battery, second battery. It comes with a battery that's internal that you pre-charge. If I read correctly, you get between 8 and 20 hours of usage out of the internal battery. I don't know how long the external lasts. We'll figure that out when we get out detecting. I'm gonna go put these babies on the charger. I'm gonna get them all ready to go, and then we're gonna learn some settings. Basic setup for your first time out, how you're gonna wanna go about using the machine, finding your niche and how you wanna use it for you. But until then, I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one.